Greetings, my friends, and welcome to Fast and Easy Flower and Leaf Canes, brought to you by tinypandora.com. We're starting today with some Primo clay in wasabi and Spanish olive. And I've got some nice zinc yellow. There are two yellows that are similar. You're going to see which one you like. There's the cadmium, and they're pretty close. You can see there's a little bit more red in the cadmium. Anyway, I've got my zinc out today. We're just going to use a little bit. We've got our translucent. I'm only going to use this one little bit of it. It's a number 1 or thickest setting strip that I'm going to end up rolling up for fill. And this is half Spanish olive and half black, in just these little bits, these proportions, one bar of each color. And our jelly roll is half wasabi and half Spanish olive in equal parts. And I just used, half a pack of each, because these are tiny, tiny little canes that we're going to make little fantasy flowers with. That's my purple one from last time. That's purple, pearl, and white. But you can use any jelly roll you have laying around, and I'm sure it will be pretty. I'm going to roll up my translucent and get it ready. I always start my rolls with an even strip, and it just makes a lot more even roll. And it's a good tip to have, because sometimes we just squish up some clay and kind of hope for the best, and it's really hard to get an even log out of that. So I'm going to take this and reduce it in the usual way. Just warm it up, stretch it, roll it a little bit. When I get done, I'll have a nice long strand to work with. Some of the translucents are very firm and difficult to work with, and other times you get them and they're sticky. I'm really not sure why this is one of the most unstable of colors, but we deal with it. So here it is small. I'm going to cut it in half. These proportions aren't real important right now. You'll see where they go later in such little amounts. But I'm going to make part of it triangular, because triangular fill is useful in a lot of ways, and I don't like to stop and make it when I'm building cane. So I'm going to make that nice and pointy on 3 sides, pretty much, equilateral. It's not life and death. I'm going to cut my jelly roll in half and set half of it aside for something else. You see that little divoty thing? That doesn't matter. We're going to work this cane over a bunch, so that's not going to matter to us today. So half of it is going to become our leaf cane. And these leaves, as I said, are just teeny tiny. We're going to make a box with them. I'm going to take my square cane bender. That's 1/4 inch. I use it every day because it makes these nice triangular indentations. And I don't have anything else to do that job, and that's why I thought them up. And they're at tinypandora.com, of course. So I do recommend square benders, cane benders, square pairs, and cane caps. I have them together in a kit because those are the things people end up buying over and over. That's what they always end up wanting. So I've taken my fill, I stuck it in those little triangles. I'm starting to kind of get a little more of a triangular shape to this. It's just soft round with a top. That's not real important right now, because you'll see later on that it can be more or less triangular depending on how you're going to reshape it when it's 3-dimensional. I've got that extended a little bit, enough to work with, so I can get ready to put it together. Before I do that, I'm going to lay it out on some of that nice dark green. That's a number 6 setting. And it's a nice thin sheet. It's a little sticky, a little difficult, not that bad. I'll be using something like that in the flower cane as well. Once I have it like that, I'm going to get ready to put it together. Right now it just looks this way. Cut that little piece of green off of there. Probably wouldn't make much difference, but you know how we all are. I have enough length on it to go ahead and cut it. I'm not giving you a lot of exactitude today because, you know, I don't know how many leaves you want. I made really quite a bit out of this. Now it's this shape. It's got the green line down the center. And those translucent bits are really just to give wavy edges to the leaves, so you'll see that in the final product. And I'm pinching it up and making it be a little bit more leaf shape now. And I need to get it reduced. So it is reduced, and you can see how tiny it is. And I pinch the corners of these triangles, and I can make them look more leaf-like. And just do it like this. You just thin them out, the heat of your hands. I actually had my nails shortened for this, I'll have you know. So you want to kind of get in there close. You can make a cute little point on the edge. And then down at the bottom, you want it to cup inward, you know, like a thirsty leaf on a tree, kind of. Pinching down the bottom to make a place to join it. Kind of a little short stem. You can make the stem as long as you want. You can even curl up the stems and have them, you know, twist around. They look really cute. We're going to do that in the next video. We're going to handle the cane a lot more. We're going to reshape it and resize it. We can have all kinds of different sizes and versions of these same canes. So you want to be making them during this week. If you can, you know, you can make several colors of these flowers that we're going to make. Make different shades of your leaves. So I've got my little jelly roll, that purple one that was left over. That was just equal parts white and purple. It was that, you know, pearl purple. A little bit different than the other one. I'm making a groove in it with my round cane bender, my smallest one. It's 1/8 of an inch. And see, we've hardly used any of that yellow today. But you know, yellow goes a long way. I know I say it over and over, but too much yellow is too much yellow and you're going to hate it. So when I use yellow, I like to strategically place it in areas that I know won't be taking over my design. All I need is this little tiny piece because I'm going to make a little log to go in that channel. And once it's just about going to fit, we'll pop it in. I don't know if you guys have seen my other three-dimensional videos. I call it scaning, sculpting with cane. First time I wrote for a magazine, it was about that technique, and I still love doing it. I just didn't get to do it much last year. So I have inserted that yellow log, and I'm flipping it over now. I'm just kind of closing it up, bending it down. You'll see when I turn it over. I'm going to add this little sheet of yellow. It's very thin. That's about a number 6 also. Try not to go below a 6. It's just so hard. And I'm just putting that pop on the edge. You don't have to place it exactly that way. That's just to give the eye something to look at in the cane and to make it more interesting. Because as I've said many times, you know, the clay is not the boss of us. We don't have to make things that have been made before. It kind of aggravates me to make things that have been made before. So, you know, during these times with you, I'm striving to make something that I've never seen. And yeah, I make it 3-4 times before I record it, but it's a new thing for me to make with you. And that's just important. So you go wherever you want with this. You've got a color that you love and you want to use it in place of the yellow through this cane. I would love to see that. So now we just have that little simple thing. It's got some yellow on the side. Let's see, when we cut it, put it back together, it's already making a pretty pattern for us. So that wasn't a very good shot of that, but I'll show it to you in a minute. Flattened it out. I've extended it a little bit. Size is not real important right now. When we put it together, we have a flower like other people don't have. We just have it. So cut a little slice, and I'll show you how we're going to do next week's scaning project. We're going to take our slices, and we're going to start to soften them and work with them. And it's the most fun thing you're ever going to do. You know, you cut so many slices, and you line them up, and they got to be just like this, and they got to be just like that. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter exactly what the thickness is. If you get a bad cut, you can roll it up from the sides and make it into a little bud. These kind of fantasy flowers offer you so much more than having a preconceived idea of how exactly a flower like a real flower would look. Because mine are not real flowers. Mine are flowers from Mars, and I'm going to stick with that. Okay. So now you've got a little flower already. You could put something in there. You can put like a little Swarovski down in there. You could make a stamen, a little yellow stamen that pokes out of there. You know, you could take some, whatever you want. So there's our leaf and our flower.